Hey guys, I am doing my first sheath review. I haven't done any sheath reviews yet. And this isn't going to be a good review. This is the standard sheath that comes with the Victorinox Deluxe Tinker, and I have my review out on this if you're curious about it. Now, this sheath has some very serious flaws to it that, in my opinion, almost make it non-functional. It'll function, but not well. The first of those is this snap is pretty stiff. I'd rather it too stiff than too loose, because if it's too loose you could lose your knife. It's not a major quibble with that. However, one of the big deals comes here. You get it in your sheath, you put it on your belt, which you have to thread it through, no quick release options there. And you walk around and it rattles around in there like crazy. I mean, it's serious. I mean, it going back and forth this way and up and down. Lots of rattling in there, and that's just an annoyance to me. I mean, I don't want my sheath to. I want my sheath to contain it tight enough that it's not going to rattle around like that. Another thing is that the side vents are open enough that, not right now, but I think that in the future, oh, there it goes. Hey, I just pulled the knife out of the side vent. That's not good, because, yeah, it took a little bit of effort there, not a ton. It was actually easier than I thought it would be. But when you use something about leather is that when you use it a lot, it softens up, gets more pliable, it gets softer, less rigid, which means that the more you use the sheath, the more this belt loop's gonna maybe loosen up and get weaker, this belt loop, and likelier it is to come out this side bend. Another thing that's pretty bad about the sheath is that, see the snap, that's that snap there, on the inside there, that scratches the body of the knife, as you can see there. Yeah, see all that scratching on there? Right, especially right there. That's not from use. That's from the sheath. Pulling it in and out, it scratches it against there. So that's scratched up the body of my knife, and I'm actually kind of mad about that, because the sheath that comes with this knife, which I love this knife, should not damage the knife. Now I know it's an aesthetic thing. It doesn't damage the functionality, but I don't want my sheath scratching my knife up. So Victorinox needs to put some serious thought into fixing this. I don't prefer leather. I prefer a nylon sheath, just because leather's, in my opinion, talking about a utilitarian point of view, leather is outdated. Nylon and other 21st century materials are better because they're more waterproof, more durable, more stable over time. They won't degrade as much as leather does. I know a lot of guys like leather just for the looks, the feel of it. However, I'm more on the side of utility. And as you saw in the review, I didn't show this sheath. I showed this one because this is what I'm carrying it in right now. This is from a Gerber knife multi-tool that I had, and it's Velcro, so it won't scratch that knife. And you can criticize Velcro very legitimately that if you get any snow or debris in there, it won't function and it will wear out over time. But it's better than this, in my opinion. This sheath's not perfect, but it's much more functional. And I have sewn a molly lock on the back there, so I have quick release attachment, and so I can take it off and put it on whenever I want to. And this also locks on the belt better, in my opinion. So this is what I'm carrying now, and I'm gonna do some more research into sheaths. I'm looking at Kydex, because I may want to make some Kydex sheaths for fixed blades, and maybe show you guys that. But I'm gonna want to make a Kydex sheath for a Swiss Army knife. I think that would be kind of cool. I haven't seen anyone else do that, and it's kind of unique, and I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm still trying to think about how I'd do it, but I'll look into that. So I'll keep you guys updated. I know that Victorinox makes some aftermarket nylon sheaths. They make one that looks very similar to this, maybe just a little bit better sized for the knife, and I think that's going around $7. And they make one that's rigid, like this one, like this leather one, where it actually has a shape to it, and it's not just soft. And I think that one's going to like 15 to 16 bucks, which doesn't sound too bad until you realize that the knife itself with this leather sheath costs about 35. So that's pretty expensive, I think. I don't know, Kydek's probably expensive too. But I'll keep you guys updated on the different things that I'm looking at. But wanted to get that review out there, guys, and it's something you need to be aware of if you're buying any of the larger Swiss Army knives that come with these with these leather sheaths. It may be an issue. So, see you guys.